My name is R.D. Jones, and I'm the Executive Director of Clearly College Park, the Business and Industrial Development Authority for the City of College Park. And on today, we have with us Miss Ramona Griggie, who is the owner of Express Smile and also the owner of Hattie Marie's Barbecue in the City of College Park. Welcome, Ms. Griggie.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Now, before we begin, I would like to ask our viewers, what does the number 275 and 2700 have as significance in the City of College Park? If you don't know, please stay tuned and I'll fill you in at the end of the show. Now, Ms. Griggie, welcome once again for coming here and speaking with our viewers of the Clearly College Park podcast.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right. Well, first I want to help our viewers to get to know you a little bit better. So kind of tell us, where are you from, your family, family life, and kind of bring us here to the Atlanta metro area.
Okay, I moved to Atlanta in 1993. Moved right around the corner off Washington Road.
Wow.
I moved straight off the plane into an apartment I did over the phone with nothing, a suitcase with nothing, literally.
Wow.
I was born and raised in the Virgin Islands, born and raised, caught fish, had to clean that fish, wash clothes by hand.
That's where that accent's coming from.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. Born and raised.
All right.
We had a great life there, but we were definitely poor, Section 8, single mom. And I just knew way back then I wanted to be bigger and better than what, the life I lived there.
Okay.
Moved to Atlanta. Definitely because of the Olympics. I did research, and the next big thing was going to be the 1996 Olympics. And I said, pretty sure they'll have jobs there. This is a place I'm going to go.
Okay.
And I didn't know anybody in Atlanta.
Wow.
I came here solo with a kid.
Man, you went out there on a prayer, right?
Definitely more than that, because I had $200 left for $200 after I paid that first month rent, and I had to find a job in 30 days. Seriously.
Wow, that's pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. And I have a family where you couldn't say, hey, Mom, can you send me $1,000? I couldn't do that. So I think my first job was $6 an hour through a temp agency making copies. I made copies 8 hours a day, thousands and thousands and thousands of copies. But I had to pay rent and daycare. Yeah. Right on that corner, Washington Road, Washington and Stone. Right. That's where my life here began.
Well, I can tell, just from what I know about you now, that you have a very strong work ethic and you understand the value of $1, and you go above and beyond when it comes to service. But we'll get more into that. Now, tell me a little bit about your matriculation as far as school, training, things of that nature.
I'm actually a college dropout.
All right.
Went to Clark Atlanta University. Once I got here, I was a late, enrolled. I went late in my life, and I kind of knew that I wanted to do business. That's all I wanted to do was study business so I could be good at business. And I was getting bored because I didn't get to that core curriculum immediately.
Right.
Still doing matriculated classes, English and math and things like that. And I said, oh gosh, this isn't it. I need money. I had a child, I needed to go ahead and get to the real world. And I'm thankful I did that, because student loans and things like that just would have buried me. I knew I had a son. I'm like, this is going to be too much for me. But I'm a dropout. I'm a proud dropout, though, because, one of my sons went to Duke. So that son, actually, that I moved here with is a Duke grad,
Sweet.
So it was worth it for me. But I definitely encourage my children. They have to go to school. They go to college. We go to college. We get real jobs, or you can start a business, but you need a degree first.
Right. Well, I know that some of the most successful business people out there are college graduates. College dropouts, I should say. And the thing is that I feel that sometimes in college they teach you how to work for someone else,
definitely.
More so than starting your own business, doing your own thing. Sometimes I think that we don't understand our own worth and our own gifts. So, college is a safe place to be. Now, I'm not saying anything negative about college, because it opened lots of doors for myself.
Right.
But then, my mother, for instance, she went to a training school for a short period of time. She was a dental hygienist. She got into real estate. She became a broker and had her own real estate company, and now she owns daycare centers.
Wow.
And she has, a high school education with some training as a dental assistant, but she's living the dream. She's successful, and she helped me to go to college, and my siblings also. So, we're all very, very blessed.
Making your own path. It's
Yes.
kind of what we just make your own path. It's what I just believe in, divine intervention and divine destiny for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think whatever I decide in my mind I'm going to do,
Right.
I'm going to be great at this. I have to be great, and that's it. There's no in between.
Right. And so tell me this. Tell me about your first business venture, and how did that work out for you? And then also tell me, kind of bring us to Express Smile, and then bring us to Hattie Marie's Barbecue.
Okay, don't laugh at me, okay, because it's a secret. Not many people know this about me, but I actually sold shoes in the flea market at Old National.
Wow.
And they were Bandolinos at the time, the top brands.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to sell shoes, so I had me a little briefcase, had me some horrible business cards made, and went to the America's Mart downtown.
Okay.
During a shoe show.
Okay.
And walked around like I had a business. I had a location for shoes, and it was actually my apartment, but I used a suite number. I said suite number instead of apartment number.
Right.
So I didn't have anywhere to sell it. I would just sell it to my friends, and then I said, I'm going to get me a cute little place at the flea market. I made it really cute, very sexy, and I sold tons of shoes. I would sell out of my shoes, and that helped me pay my utilities, my phones, little, bills. But
Wow.
I actually had accounts with major brands. I mean, like Nine West, but like real brands. I had my 30-day nets set up as if I were a real big company, and I
Right.
was operating out the flea market. I mean, I made so much money, they would have to follow me out in the afternoons on a Saturday, because I made so much that I was scared I was going to get robbed. So some guys to follow me to my car, and I was living in my apartment, hustling out the flea market.
Wow.
True story.
Man.
But so it's a natural thing. It's like, we got to make it, because again, I can't call anybody to help me, so I have to help myself.
Right.
So that's always been the drive. But I sold wonderful, beautiful shoes, which gave me a free pair every time. So I had all the latest and greatest. So I've had multiple businesses, but even when I did Express Smile Atlanta, that was something I said, let me help my husband. I always try to bring in additional income.
Right.
And I wanted to do something. I want to do something different. And we love our teeth. We have beautiful teeth. Myself, my kids. I figured, what I could do? I wanted them whiter, because my son was graduating. I wanted to whiten his teeth. He was leaving Duke. And I said, you're going to take the braces off so you whiten your teeth. And I found out how to get certified, got my certification online, took the class.
Wow.
Bought the big machines. I had the big machines. And everybody that walked through my door, hey, let me do your teeth. Let me do your teeth. I practiced on all my friends and my family, had it down to science, and I started doing like $200 a person.
Wow.
I got me a little suite in Buckhead, had a Groupon ad. I just had an entire business doing the big teeth whitening. But every customer would take home a home kit, because they love to do it at home.
Right.
And I said, I fell, I had a concussion. So for I just was kind of out of it, and I didn't want to do that traveling. So I told my husband, after the holidays, I'm just going to sell online. And I think they were like, what? I was like, I'm just going to put everything online, and I'll just ship. I like e-commerce. That's what I love to do.
Right.
Long story short, this thing turned into something. I think my first sale I did, I built my site in 24 hours.
You did it yourself?
I did myself. This is the deal. 24 hours, and I paid like $20 for my website.
Wow.
Nobody built my site. My first thing, I found this little girl that was doing promos. It's $158, and it would get you 24 hours of promotion on her page on Instagram. And I made like $8,000.
Wow.
From that one promo, that one day.
Wow.
And I said, oh my God, I'm rich. I'm rich. So my husband said, don't spend that money, flip that money back into business, get you somebody else. So I got another huge girl. She had like millions of followers for $1,500. Within hours, I did $50,000, like $49,000 something dollars in a couple hours. In my home in Fairburn, Georgia at that time.
Wow.
When I tell you my house was filled with packages to the ceiling, I was like, oh my God, we hit the gold mine. So that business made $1 million in 60 days.
Wow.
That story is featured in.
I guess everybody in
Essence.
the family was kind of helping out with that business.
Oh, my daughter quit. She was like 8 at the time. She was like, I don't even want your $10 an hour. I'm tired. I don't want it. We literally hired everybody.
Right.
Everybody came in, and because we couldn't handle it. And that led to like Kevin Hart, Kim Kardashian, the entire Kardashian family actually were holding up Express Smile Atlanta in their hand. So it was an incredible business. So because of that, I said, this isn't going to last forever. This is kind of trendy. What are we going to do next?
Right.
So I told my husband, he's been wanting to do his barbecue for a long time. We'd looked for a long time, couldn't find a space, and drove by one day and I saw it was next to me for lease. And I said, it's perfect on Main Street. You can't beat it. We got to get it. So we opened up, I used that money to open up Hattie Marie's Barbecue.
Wow.
We flipped it. You got to flip.
Right.
Reinvest.
And one of the questions I was going to ask you is, how did you get into this social media thing? You have a cult type following.
Yeah.
It seems as though, I really didn't pay much of attention to it at the beginning, but it was funny. My wife was buying all these teeth kits, and I said, yeah, the lady's here in College Park. I said, what? In College Park? And I said, well, where in College Park? And she says, well, she's in that building right over there. And I said, well, I've never seen her before, but I said, it's real nice in there. I saw it's real nice in there. So, and then when you started Hattie Marie's, it's like, I saw all these celebrities and everything. I said, what is going on here? So, that is amazing.
So it's a good trying piece. So some people looked at it as a place for them to post pictures of themselves. And initially, I just told my daughter this the other day. She's like, oh, well, you had celebrities. I was like, no, my son actually. I said it was myself and pictures of Jawan, which is my son that later went on to the NFL. He has beautiful teeth. And it was our pictures together I would post initially. And I was selling. I said, 25 orders. Oh, yeah, shoot. It was a little hustle. And then I said, as soon as I got the first promo of a celebrity promo, I took our pictures down. I didn't want it to be about me. Or a lot of people, they wanted it to be about them and shine and show off their cars and that. No, I said, nope, I'm going to do like the corporate companies. I'm going to just do my product and the people who are showing my product and customers. And it just went, I can't even, like that Kim Kardashian day, I thought my website would just be shut down. We had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of orders on that day.
Wow.
Like unreal. Like it was just like all day long. For 2 weeks. It was Kim, because you use a special code. Right. So on Instagram, you say, use the Instagram code, da-da-da. And then until you'll be able to track how many people use that code. So Instagram is fun for other people, but for me, it's a moneymaker.
Right.
So same thing like Hattie Marie's. I knew so many people in Atlanta from my work with Express Smile that I was able to say, hey, when you have time, you want to come by the restaurant? Of course, I'm coming for you. I got you. And they come, and then they have 8 million followers. So all their followers, their friends are coming. And then we do good food anyway and good service.
Excellent food and excellent service. And that brings me to my next my question. As far as the service that you provide, I was just in your restaurant, I guess over the last week. And as I was in your restaurant, there were 3 women there from somewhere up north, maybe New York. And then you gave them a bag of peaches.
Yeah.
And Hattie Marie's doesn't sell peaches.
Absolutely
They sell
not.
barbecue. But tell me a little bit about that.
And that you can be kind of, because it's so, I try to tell people, like, it's not just about the food. It's not just about these celebrities. It's nothing. It's about what we would do, what Hattie Marie would do. My mother-in-law is Hattie Marie, and she was all about love and caring, and you do the extra step for people. And I'm definitely, I was with them for 20-something years. I learned a lot from her, and that was one of the things. We take care of family, and we take care of the people around us.
Right.
So they came from New York. They had all their luggage there when you came. They were eating, but they were going to wait for their flight. Okay. So I said, if you need to go anywhere, I can put your luggage away. You can run around and come back here. And she said, man, we just wanted some peaches. How do we get to Atlanta? We can't get peaches. Can we get some peach cobbler? And I said, well, there's a business a few streets down on our street. They have peach cobbler. They have the best peach cobbler on the street. And she's like, oh, we really wanted some peaches because we want to be Georgia peaches, while we're here. And it was just like, and I didn't say anything to them. I said, oh, well, and my husband's like, well, you go to the store. They didn't have a car. So I told my girl, I said, if you would just keep them here. See how long they're going to be here. I'm going to run to the store.
Okay.
And I went up to Camp Creek, went to the grocery store, bought a few 10 peaches, and then we got back and we put it in a cute basket, and I walked over to their table with it, and they were like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
Wow.
That simple little, it was like $10, but they have been sending me messages. They said the food was awesome. He said whoever that lady was, and I was like, that was me, who went out her way. But it was the little thing that made them feel like they'll never forget their experience in Atlanta. And they were like, this was the best restaurant we've been to our entire visit. You guys treated us with love. And then you showed up with these peaches, and we helped them wrap them up to take on it. They were so. I said, you're gonna take your picture with your peach like a housewife. So that they took pictures like that outside.
Right.
I think when you were there,
right?
But it definitely is that personalized touch that you won't get at a chain location, a restaurant.
You sure won't. I mean, sometimes you don't get what you ask for in most cases, and it's sad. And the thing is that's why I love mom and pop type businesses so much, because they put so much love and care and attention.
Yeah, it's a heart and soul.
In what they provide. Well, I mean, that's a fantastic story, and I've never heard of any restaurateur or business owner that go out and just out of their way. You drive to Camp Creek where traffic is horrible. You buy peaches, you come all the way back, you're holding their luggage, and you give them what they asked for.
They were so happy. They're still sending me messages.
I could tell they were happy.
They were really happy, and they were like, how do we come to Georgia and not get a peach? We want peaches, so I had to make that happen for them.
All right. The next big question is, why did you choose the city of College Park to operate your businesses?
I feel like there's so many places that we could have been, but I feel like I've been on the South Side since I came to Atlanta. I love the historic part of the College Park feel that it gives me. I want to be somewhere where I felt like I can pick up the phone and call into City Hall and say, Belinda, this is going on. Hey, Belinda. Hey, I walk in, I feel like a connection of people who really care, like you, like AJ, this is going on. I feel like it's more of a one-on-one family, community feel. Again, the historic version, that street just gives me a very happy vibe. I wanted to be there. My children went to school right up the street. The location is perfect. Woodward Academy. My kids went to Woodward Academy, so I wanted to be. It's a lighter way to pick my kid up. College Park, the airport, it's right there. Literally, so customers come and they say, it's 10 minutes from the airport. It's a perfect location, but I feel safe. I feel 100% safe at my business. That was so important to me. And I've been there for years, and I'm very happy, and I feel like it's growing. I'm in this perfect location where it's growing every day. New businesses are coming in every month. We're excited. We're excited to be there. Yeah, it's an amazing energy. We have the police officers come, the firefighters come, the city workers come. Everybody supports us. You just can't ask for a better location.
Yeah, I saw just the other day there was a City of Atlanta police officers.
A whole
I said,
group.
what are these guys doing here illegally parked? And then saw them eating in the restaurant. So I said, I guess I can't mess with them.
Yeah, and they were like, can we get a call-in number? I said, let me give you my number. You can call me and call your orders in. They had large orders. So, yeah, that was really cool. I was like, oh, yeah, City of Atlanta.
Well, that's great. That's great. Okay, well, tell me this. What are some of the next... I understand that you are you're a speaker. You speak all over the country. You are a serial entrepreneur. Are there any new businesses that you're thinking that are coming up that you will open up soon, or are you looking at?
There's so many. I have quite a few. Actually, I wanted to do something in College Park again. I'm thinking about it. I wanted to do a furniture store at that shoe store. I really did. Okay. I really did. I've got 3 things going on in my brain, but I just have to make it work with all the other stuff that I have going on and my family. So definitely, you might see another sign up. But yeah,
Right.
and definitely it's not going to be anywhere but College Park. And people ask me that all the time. Why do you choose College Park? You could be in Buckhead. I don't want to be in Buckhead.
Right.
I'm in College Park.
Yeah, what's
No
Buckhead
way.
have?
No way. You can't beat it. I'm in love with where I'm at. We're very happy there. So yeah, we have a few things I'm working on.
Yeah. So tell me this. How do you find time for family and all of this? I know that your family, they're always around you in some way, probably most of the time working with you and everything.
Mhm.
How do you find time to not burn yourself out?
We literally are. My husband's at the restaurant a lot. My son works there all summer. He's worked there, which I was happy because I missed him. He was at college. My daughter is my sidekick. We roll in all the time. So we just kind of figured out Sunday, Mondays, off days. So we definitely do stuff on Sundays after work. My daughter will wait for her dad to get home to have dinner.
Wow.
You know, we have to have dinner. We try to have dinner together. But Sunday, Monday, we're going to do something. And Monday's our date night. We got to have some time where we just kind of like let it all. But we're just used to running. I run all day. I don't have days off to my, I
Right.
figured it's just a part of leaving a legacy for my children. I want some Hattie Marie's popping up across people ask all the time, can I open a Hattie Marie's? Can I open a Hattie Marie's? So
Franchise.
yeah,
huh?
it's a little something, little something. Yeah, so we just try to work it out. But we know the main focus is that we're able to take care of our family. That's the bottom line. Take care of our family and we work for ourselves.
Cool. Now, as far as your children and everything, do you feel that they're going to be entrepreneurs also, or are they?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, they caught the bug already. Huh?
That's all. I haven't worked in 20 years for anyone else but myself. Literally, I was trying to punch someone in. They gave me their punch card I was sitting at the desk, and I was like, "How do you do this?" And they were like, "Come on, Miss Ramona." And I was like, my husband was like, "No, she really doesn't know how to do this." Like, I haven't worked for anyone else since 2000. So they don't know anything but us working for ourselves. We have been self-sufficient, working for ourselves for 20 years. So yes, my daughter will tell you at 13 years old, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. My son has a website where he sells T-shirts that he makes. He's 18 years old.
Wow.
And he makes his money selling selling T-shirts online, and he designed his own website in 24 hours.
Man, well, I gotta come and get a lesson from you guys because you guys are knocking it out of the park.
Gotta find a way. That was Clark's motto. You find a way or make it. Make
Right.
one. You gotta find a way or make one.
Right. So, how now? If there was somebody that was interested in or wanted to be an entrepreneur and they had some kind of idea, what steps would you suggest to them to take to become that entrepreneur?
I definitely, in retrospect, I feel like you should have a mentor that's been experienced in that field, because that'll be so much easier than trying to wing it. I'm a winger. I wing everything. Every single business I've been, I had zero background. We have zero background in restaurant business.
Right.
But if I can tell them, just if you have a mentor, that's going to be the best way to start, to get some background training, some sort of training. Definitely, like, my favorite people are our accountant and our attorneys. And those people we have to have. I didn't have it before, but that's definitely a plus. But having a mentor, people are already in business that can help you guide along the way, definitely, because we didn't have it. And I just couldn't imagine. I would be amazing. I'd be super duper great if I had some mentors. I'm a mentor.
Right, you are. I mean, I look up to you. It's amazing. I've worked in economic development for 20 years, and most of the time I'd say, well, that business isn't going to make it because they have no experience doing that. But you didn't know anything about a restaurant, but
zero.
You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
Why do you think that businesses should come to the city of College Park?
I mean, if they don't know, we have these huge projects that are coming into College Park right now, like 70-something, what is it, billion? What is it going on?
Yeah, $700 million.
$700 million. I mean, why would you not want to be? This is it. We don't need to go to Buckhead. This is where it's at. And then for business people like myself, I used to travel once a week or I want to get to the airport. It's right here. You're in the heart of everything. We have the new basketball league coming.
Right.
There's all tons of great stuff in College Park. So, and it's conveniently located. The housing is great nearby.
Yes.
I literally literally 15 minutes from my restaurant to my house. So you're in a perfect location. It's a perfect location. We have tons of visitors, tons. I mean, between the 4 restaurants that's there now, I know we have millions and millions of followers online, millions. Because I have almost 400 on each of my pages of followers. So you're talking people coming from all over the United States, and they're like, oh, we have a checklist. We have to go to Georgia Aquarium, and we have to go to Hattie Marie's Barbecue.
Right.
So why not? You have to come to College Park. This is where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on here, and one thing that I want to encourage, especially in College Park, is to not only for us to operate businesses, but for us to own, property, real estate, and things of that nature, so that you can leave that legacy to your kids.
Absolutely.
And it's that residual income that they'll have forever and ever.
This is it. I'm telling you, I'm excited to be in College Park. I walk in, Officer Hobbs. There's things here you just can't get once you get into the city. And that's what I love about it. We get that nice community, family feel in the city of College Park.
I can remember when I first started with the city of College Park in 2013 that at 5 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, it's kind of like they would roll up the carpet and everybody would cut off their lights and nothing. On last night, I left work at 10:30 p.m. because I had to kind of catch up on some things and try to get ahead also. And I drove down Main Street. It was slammed with cars.
Unbelievable.
And it was only from 2 restaurants being opening. They had karaoke night in one area, and they had the garage door up, and music was coming out, and you heard people laughing and everything, and people outside on the sidewalks. And then next door, they had a DJ that was playing in there, and that restaurant was also slammed. So it's amazing how College Park has evolved in such a short period of time. But I think that this is just the tip of the iceberg. Absolutely. With all of the new development that's coming, the new College Park Skyhawks that will be playing in the new arena to open in November, and just kind of everything coming together. This is the place where things are happening.
They said, a customer said, good vibes and good people.
Yes.
That's it. Good vibes. I mean, it's a really good, and we go down the street to the other restaurants after work to get, drinks and hang out with our employees. And it's a good vibe. You can relax and enjoy yourself. And again, I feel safe. That's one of the biggest things. When you get into the city, it gets a little, but in College Park, we know it's okay. We know we're okay.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, in College Park, even amongst restaurants, I don't think you guys are competing against each other.
No.
You guys are actually working with each other. The synergy, if quality drops in one restaurant, it's probably going to affect yours in one way or another, because they're just going to associate bad service with College Park with restaurants. But when everybody is knocking it out the park as you are, the sky is the limit.
Yeah, they're really like Sammy is new on the block, the Milk and Honey.
Yes.
And I didn't even know him before that, but he was eating a couple of days ago. He was there, and he sent out a message to all the restaurants on the block. Hey guys, I have an overflow of buns. You could come get them. I'll deliver them to you, but I can't use them, and they're free. And I was like, wow, this is so dope. And he was like, I called my op, and they were like, oh, Sammy already brought us some. You don't get that. And he said, I went there to get some food, and he said, oh, we want some more buns?
Right.
I was like, it's not buns, but it's a really good energy. Virgil's, Soul Crab, everybody is like amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, do you have any last words, anything to leave our viewers with before we wrap up?
I definitely want to say, I truly enjoyed being a business owner in College Park. Like I said, when I drove by and I saw Felice at the first place that I turned into the headquarters for Express Smile, I was like, yes. The rent was so reasonable. I could not get that anywhere else. The restaurant, perfect location. Give it a try. You're going to love it. I mean, AJ, amazing economic development is like through the roof over there. But I feel like people are going to be happy. That's the main thing. You're going to be happy. You'll feel safe. Your business will blossom because you're surrounded by great businesses. You won't fail unless, you're just not really prepared. But I think it's a great place to be. Okay.
And for our viewers that are interested in visiting Hattie Marie's restaurant, could you provide the address and maybe some contact information?
Yeah, we are at 3699 Main Street on College Park. We're about 2 minutes down from the College Park train station, right across the street from City Hall.
Okay. And then also, as far as social media, are you on Facebook?
Oh, we're on everything at HattieMariesBBQ.com. Hattie Marie's BBQ is what it's called.
All right. Well, cool. Well, I'd like to thank you, Miss Griggie, for coming out and speaking to our viewers on Clearly College Park. And, I wish you the best of luck. And I'm just a block away, so I can walk over to you. You can walk over to me if you ever need anything.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. At the beginning of the show, I provided for you 2 numbers that was a significant fact within the city of College Park. 2,700 is the number of flights that take off and land at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport on a daily basis, and 275,000 is the number of passengers that pass through Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. And that is your Clearly College Park fact. I would like to thank you for tuning in today to Clearly College Park. And my name is Artie Jones. And remember, Clearly College Park is where you will land in plain sight.